Hello everybody and welcome to another video of the Let's Make Massa World Champion series. We are live on YouTube and Twitch as we're here for round 4 at the beautiful Sochi race circuit or street circuit, whatever you want to call it, in the Olympic Park, which hosted the Winter Olympics, of course. It's a great track visually, but driving it, it's not great. I'm not going to lie. So we are here at the minute, and I've just noticed that the sound is a bit low, so I will be fixing that in a second, Reece, so thank you very much for letting me know that. But we are here after a cracker of a race last time out, guys, in Bahrain. It was a classic race. It went down to the last lap of the Grand Prix, really. A couple of laps, actually. And Lance Stroll won the race, which was a bit of a shock, so yeah, it's a bit of, we've had some shocks. So there's the championship standings as it is. We're leading by 8 points from our teammate, who is currently tied as well with Valtteri Bottas as well. And in the constructors, as you can see, we are leading it as well by about 44 points. So we've got a nice gap at the minute to the rest of the field. As Lewis Hamilton there on pole position once again. Hopefully he gets to finish the Grand Prix, of course, because he didn't in the he hasn't finished a race in the last 3 races. So hopefully all you guys who are fans of Hamilton's can cheer him on and get him to the end of the Grand Prix at least. And Dov has put it very nicely. Will Hamilton finish? That is the question. But there's us on the grid in a respectable qualifying position, to be fair, because I am not a fan of Russia driving it on this game. But here is the grid then for round 4 of the Let's Make Massa World Champion Series. And it's Lewis Hamilton again on pole position by a 10th.5 from Daniel Ricciardo, with his teammate Bottas in P3. Verstappen P4, and then it's the 2 Ferraris on the 3rd row, then it's the 2 Williams drivers, then it's the 2 Force Indians. There's a bit of a pattern going on here. The 2 McLarens on the next row, then it's the 2 Hasses on the next row, then it's the 2 Toro Rossos, then it's the 2 Renaults, and then the 2 Saubers complete the field, and then the 2 Manas get disqualified at the end of the first lap to make it more realistic to 2017 performance, of course, because they're not on the grid, actually. So Russia, as I know, is not great for the AI apparently on the first lap, so there could be some crashes going on, so I've got to be thinking about that as well. But one thing I am going to do very quickly, because Reece has mentioned it, is I'm just going to bump up the sound on the game volume. So we're just going to lower that down a little bit. Just want to make sure you guys can hear the gameplay a bit more louder, as it was a bit quiet in qualifying, so I do apologise as well. It's a one-stop strategy. We're going to go as long as possible on the super soft tyre before we pit for the soft tyre, on there. But the setup is on your screen, guys. If you want to use it, it's entirely up to you. I will be putting a time frame in the comments, guys, once the stream has been processed, so you guys can use it for your online races, your career modes, multiplayer, whatever you do, you can use it, guys. And it's the first one, actually, so it's the first different setup of the series. As you guys knew, I did the first 3 races with the same setup, which was Australia, but I changed the wings a little bit as well. The target today, guys, of likes is going to be a big one, because I can't stream now as of tomorrow till Saturday, because I'm extremely busy outside of uni for work commitments and family commitments. So what I'm proposing is, if we hit the like target today, guys, I will do a double episode of the Let's Make Massa Champion Series on Saturday of the next round in Spain, and of course, you guys know it, Monaco as well. So if you want to see that, guys, the target of likes is 140 likes. So you guys know we do the up by 10. Well, because it's 2 rounds, we're going to do 2. We're going to add 20 likes to the target. So it's 140 likes by the end of the race if you want a double stream on Saturday of the Let's Make Massa career mode. And I have got videos lined up for you guys as well during the week, so I haven't forgotten about you, about content then. So it's 140 likes if you want to see Spain and Monaco on the channel for the Let's Make Massa series. And also, guys, think of drivers that you want me to do the second series of this thing, because if you guys like the series, because I love doing this because it's live and it's nice to do something a bit different. It's similar to career mode and like the 2015 style one, but I'm using mods as well. I will be putting the mods in the description. No chance. You'll be surprised, 7 Oaks. You'll be very surprised. Yesterday we smashed it. I think we got like 156 likes in the Bahrain stream by the end of it, which was ridiculous. So it is possible. It can be done. I know you guys can do it. So also as well, thank you to the new subscribers that pop up on the right hand side of the stream that I can see there. So thank you very much. I will try and read as many people out as possible on Hamilton to retire at the end of the formation lap. That's the comment already. So nice 7 Oaks there going with no chance. Let's prove him wrong, guys. Let's see right now. So the drivers I'm thinking of doing for the second season are the likes of Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg, and I can't think of another one. But those are the 4 main ones I'm going to be doing, really. So we've got Nico Hulkenberg, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas will be the drivers that you guys will vote for as we go along. I would do Max Verstappen, but I've done a lot of videos with Max Verstappen, and Max Verstappen's going to be the driver that I'm going to be using for the Performance Mod Showcase video. So just thought I'd clear that one up in the chat as well. Do Jody and Palmer for Nick. Clark, to get the red stripes, it's a mod on PC. If you don't have PC, then I'm afraid you have to stick with the blue, unfortunately, on your game, unfortunately. But you could be wrong. You could be on board for relegation. Yes, sir. Hoot. Vettel, Bottas, or Verstappen. Maybe Magnussen. I think it would be hard in the Haas, but you never know. I'll have to wait and see. But here we go then. The revs are building. It's round 4 of the Let's Make Massa series. Here we go, and that's a poor start for me. I'm not going to lie. We had a little bit of wheel spin, but we get a bit of a good exit there. But all the AI are going to be causing havoc here into turn 1. So I'm literally going to be braking so early for turn 1 here, just to avoid any instance as the Force India pulls a cheeky move on me around the outside there, Ocon, and also his teammate Perez as well. So we've dropped to P10, but I wanted to be cautious on the first lap there. I didn't want to do a Kvyat and just blow up a few drivers there. So we've lost a few positions, but I'm not too fussed because the AI are all tightly packed at the minute. So they will be braking early for corners like I'm going to be doing now. Nope, we can't. Perez has held the door, locked the door on us there. We've got Alonso behind as well. Not ideal to have a McLaren behind us. So I think I'm going to be changing the performance a little bit of the cars to try and make it more 2017 related in terms of the ranking order. So that's going to be a little bit of time. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next few days that I have some spare time to plan out the next race in Spain to make it a bit more realistic. I'm not gonna lie. So Perez maybe going for a cheeky move there on his teammate, as we saw in Spain, as there are the 2 Manas there still on the track, as they will be disqualified momentarily. Well, I'm hoping they will get disqualified. We'll have to wait and see. Back end slides out there. Stroll doing a good job holding the 2 Ferraris at bay, which is good, I guess. So there we go. There's one Mana gone. And where's the second one? The second one's not been disqualified yet. Where is Rossi? There he is. So now the Manas are out of the Grand Prix. Now it's realistic to be 2017 related. So I'll have to wait and see as the yellow flags are out. I think that will be for Rossi, as his car is now out of the game, which is great. As the 2 Force Indias fighting over each other right now. You can hear the growling sound of the McLaren Honda behind us. Not ideal to have one of them behind us, even though it is probably one of the nicest engine sounds in the game, I've got to say. But a little bit of twitch, not ideal, but hey ho, might just get on with it. But the question on everyone's mind is, will Lewis Hamilton finish the Grand Prix? That's a lot of people's questions there, guys, in the chat. But in qualifying, if you do want to watch qualifying, guys, if you are watching this back, unfortunately it's only exclusively for the people who are watching it live. So if you want to see the qualifying session, then make sure, as we're going to go down the inside of Perez, and then we're going to get the move done. We do indeed get the move done up to 9th. But as I said, if you want to watch the qualifying guys live, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on if you want to watch it live, because it gets cropped out for the video. So it's like a little exclusivity for people watching it live, of course, unless you want me to do a separate stream for qualifying, so which will make this series a little bit longer. But the priority of the series is to get as many drivers in as possible to do, because I would like to do as many drivers as possible in the series, and they will be live because it makes it more fun. You know, it makes it more exciting for you guys to find out what the performance of the AI are like, the cars that we're driving. But Hamilton leads the Grand Prix then and goes fastest of all as well, as we're going to get DRS now enabled as it is lap 3, of course. And funny enough, we've got it on Perez, so that will help us a little bit. Try and close that gap down to that pink Force India and get back to where we were in terms of grid slot as well. So we have to wait and see. It is a long game, this Grand Prix. It's going to be taking it nice and easy on the tyres. I want to try and go as long as possible on these super softs if we can, as it is definitely going to be a one-stop here. Russia is well known for having some boring races, but I hope to make this race, you know, a good one. Fingers crossed. Let's go purple in the first sector there, so we have gone quick, which is fantastic. Good start for us. I think Hamilton's under pressure already after taking that fastest lap. Unfortunately, he's being chased down by a few drivers, so as long as we can stay with this train, we should be alright, really. I think it's Ricciardo and Hamilton in that lead train of 2 drivers, but it could be wrong. I mean, it could be Bottas and Hamilton, but maybe it would be so cool if Bottas won the Grand Prix here in this episode, considering we were in real life, of course. So we'll have to wait and see, as we've gone purple again in the middle sector, so not too bad, but I'm pretty sure the AI are going to go quicker here by quite some margins. We're going to go into lean a little bit in this final sector. Very slow section here. We're very demanding on the rear tyres, so we've got to be very careful on exiting these corners. But we are putting away now from Esteban Ocon behind in the Force India, so it's a good start as Ricciardo now, fastest man, and he is now leading the Grand Prix now. As we have a little bit of a slide, but we should be able to get DRS, so fingers crossed we won't have any issues here, and as we close that gap down, hopefully. But thankfully, if Ricciardo and Hamilton keep squabbling over the lead of the Grand Prix, we won't lose too much time. But we're going to try and go for another podium here, go for 3 podiums in a row, which will be ideal for us. We've got to realistically be in the points in every race to stand a chance of winning the championship, and also with the stipulation now of us leading the championship in the constructors as well. We will push for that championship. We've got a nice 44-point lead in that, thanks to the likes of like Hamilton blowing up and Raikkonen blowing up as well in the last race in Bahrain, or was it China? I can't remember off the top of my head, but so we may have to clear that one up for me. Back end slides out there, but the guys ahead are pulling away, so I think they're burning a bit of fuel, which I'm just playing safe right now. I'm just being cautious here, which is the main thing here. We're just saving some fuel in this stint, this opening stint. As I've got a brake problem on my pedals, not ideal. As I make a mistake because of it, not ideal. But I think the issue has been fixed. It's just a pedal on the back of my Thrustmasters, as that has just proven the point again, that with this issue with the brake, the little clip coming out the back of the wheelbase, it just instantly like does a little bit of a brake, so it slows me down and it gives me more lockups, which is not ideal. It can be fixed. It's just loose. The connection to it's a bit loose, so it does sometimes pop out and causes it for some reason to give me some input, unfortunately, when I'm not even on the brake. So it is annoying, but at least we've got a bit more clean air than we would have liked. So I think the issue's been fixed. If you guys see a little red thing popping up on the brakes when I'm on a straight, please let me know in the comments so I can get the thing fixed as quickly as possible. So I will have a look in the pits when we make our stop, so I will keep you guys updated on that. But we have to now burn up a bit of fuel to make up for that time we've lost already from that mistake there. So hopefully we can do that. I can do that for you guys. Again, I ran wide, which is not ideal, and I'm just bringing a whole shed load of cars right now. Look at the train behind. Not what I want to see, of course. may even do a tactic here. Maybe even pit early, maybe, for the softs. Because you never know what the conditions can do to you. Because I think the softs may work, or they may not. We don't know. Hamilton fastest then. He's into the 140s now, is Lewis. As again, we've gone wide. Just can't get this corner right. Not what I wanted to do, but we're still in the 42s. Not the times, excuse me, not the times we need to set. We need to be in the 41s at least to stand a chance of getting up the field. But here comes Ocon. We've got to defend. Look at the straight line speed he's got. Oh, just too deep and getting to one. We hold him off. Just about, but this is who we do not want to be fighting right now. Vettel's ahead is in P9, so Vettel's not having a good race. I think he's just been passed by Perez, so not ideal. We may, I think if we're going to gain positions, we may have to do an undercut here. We may have to scrap the strategy that I was going with and go for an undercut, realistically. Oh, again we've gone wide. This is, oh, I don't know. Russia's not my strongest track, just want to put a disclaimer out there, so. Just can't get it committed right now. I don't know what's going on. Oh god, here we go. Here comes Ocon. Got to give him some space. This could be a wreck. The AI have been known to cause some wrecks here. Oh, it just about held it there. But not ideal at all right now. This is back end slides out a little bit, so I don't think these tyres are going to last long, you know. They're just not working for me, even though they're on 30%. They're just not working for me today. Not ideal, so I may have to do an undercut here, lads. I think it's the only one. Just got to try and get away. I just don't know what to do. I could pit as early as lap 15, lap 9 actually, if I wanted to, and just jump onto some soft tyres and just try and get them as long as possible. At least the AI ahead of us are fighting, so as long as they keep doing that, we should be fine. But I think as it stands, Lance Stroll could lead the championship. The scenes right now in the chat would be shock and horror if Ocon leads this championship by the end of this episode. Go up to standard actually. I think standard could work for us here. Oh, what a drift through there. That is a drift and a half from us. Not what I wanted to do, of course, but we saved it very nicely. But do remember, we are leading the championship, remember. 35% on the tyres, not too bad. Not ideal, but... Oh, wow. What was that? That's a save, but that was a strange one. Just the back end just completely went on us. That was a weird one. I've never experienced that with braking before. I have to bump up the brake bar. Why is it on 54%? That's the question I want to know. How's it gone to 54%? That might be the reason why we've lost time here. Right, let's just go now. I think we figured out why we're on 54%. I would flashback, but there's no flashbacks. If you've been long subscribers, you will know by now. Alright, there we go. We're pulling away now from Ocon. The arrow has disappeared, which is ideal. But I think we could pit early as lap 10. But that line is just disgusting. What was that line there, Ryan? So tight, you lose so much time. We're getting a 10th in the first second, so it's working, but... There we go. There we go, lads. We're pulling away now from Ocon. This is what we want. Getting a bit of confidence now. This is more like it. This is what we need. Just need to push now. apparently we've hit 100 likes already. If that's the case, then you guys are legends right now. Remember, 140 likes if you want a double header on Saturday, because I can't do any videos, live streams, guys, unfortunately, this week, Tuesday to Friday, because I'm just so busy with work at the minute, outside of YouTube, and also family commitments as well, so I can't upload stream. But I have got videos, guys, for you to enjoy over the next few days. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will be uploading on the channel, guys. Unfortunately, Friday, no, because I am a bit... As Grosjean, the French baguette, is out of the race, and I think it's an engine blowout. And lads, we're in the 141s. As expected, that's what I needed to do. But I've got some videos lined up for you guys on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. No video on Friday because I have not really had the time to upload, make videos as much. Actually, I could stream tomorrow, actually. I was thinking this. Do you guys want me to stream tomorrow? Because the issue is it's going to be a bit of a late one. So it will be like 8:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. So I don't know if that suits most people, but... what do you guys think to about 8 o'clock, 8:30? So if we hit the target, what my plan is I will do Spain tomorrow, and then Saturday will be the 100. I'll do 100% at Monaco, which you guys know I love doing Monaco 100%. As there's Grosjean's car just parked on the side. But it will be an early stream, guys, with that one. The Massa 100% one will be at 2 o'clock on the Saturday, just to give you a bit of a... So I've given you a little bit of a bonus here. If you get the target by the end of the race, then we will have Spain tomorrow, but it will be a bit late in the evening. At around about 8, 8:30. And then on Saturday, we'll do 100% Monaco. That's a good offer, I think, to give you guys. So, but if you hit 130 likes, I'll stream on... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So we'll go with what I've proposed. So it'll be Spain tomorrow, alongside a video, maybe, if I'm being cheeky. And then Wednesday will be the Nations Cup. Will be moved to Wednesday. And then the sprint race will be on the Thursday. And then no video on Friday because it's Arrow's my driver and I don't want to clash. And the views aren't great, I found out. So I'm not going to be uploading on a Friday now. Maybe stream on a Friday, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I think I may pit this time by, you know. I may try and do an undercut right now. Let's just see what the likes are, guys. Let's see what you guys can hit. But Monaco is going to be horrible on 100% in a Williams as well. Actually, it should be quite good, actually, because Williams is not too bad on street circuits. But I think we'll pit this time maybe for a set of soft tyres. And speaking of which, there were some drivers in the pits. Oh, Stroll's in as well. Well, we're going to do a double stack, but I'm coming off these tyres. I'm going to try and do some undercuts here if I can. We're going to jump on the soft tyres. But I think we had to do it. So this could work out very nicely. By about a couple of seconds, about a second we lost there. But at least we're not going to lose out here to like any of the guys we're fighting with. But we're going to jump on the soft tyres. And we are going to push right now. This is the time to do it. On soft tyres, where we're going to come out, it's going to be pretty close with Pascal Wehrlein, and I think he's going to get through. And he does indeed, so Wehrlein ahead of us in P13. Not really lost many positions, but I think this is the perfect time now to push on these soft tyres. Something I would not do in a Grand Prix. You guys know I would go as long as possible on the super soft tyre, but I just think in terms of gaining time on the cars ahead who have not pitted, we have to do it, I think, if we want to stand a chance of getting at least a good points finish here. I think it's the best option. Let's see what we can do now on these soft tyres. We're going to come up to lap 12 of this Grand Prix, and I think the rest of the field will be pitting. We've got JP ahead of us, Julian Palmer, the lad himself. And yes, it is 20 to 9 my time, 20:41. I want to see some hype in the chat if Hamilton finishes this Grand Prix. That would be some scenes right now. There's some more people in the pits. So it could be an opportunity to close the gap on some of the guys who were ahead of us. And obviously maintain positions, of course. About to find out. And we are up to 9. So I think we're back to where we were, unfortunately. We didn't really gain anything. But there is Perez. So we have gained a tiny bit on Checo. Hopefully he's going to catch up to the pack and they're going to fight all over each other. So all I can do is just push right now and just try and build a gap to the likes of Ocon behind. It could be some trouble. We are putting away, which is fantastic, of course. We've got 5 seconds to catch up to Perez, so hopefully our soft tyres, I think, can go the distance if the AI have pitted on the same lap as me, so that's a benefit for me, of course, but it all depends on my race pace now on these tyres. Just got to push right now. We are putting away from Ocon, which is important, so that's what we want. So only one driver out of the Grand Prix, obviously the French baguette, Romain Grosjean, with a suspected engine failure or something related. As Hamilton already crosses the line. So Hamilton's still going. And we're not even half distance yet, so I think he's going to break his record, I think, of getting over halfway in a Grand Prix without retiring, I think. What's his time going to be? 40.4. Look at that, lads. A second taken out on that lap, and we've gone purple in the final sector as well. That's very encouraging for me, lads. As I think we're catching up to Perez. We can see him now for the first time in some time, as that was not a good line through that turn 1 and 2, or 2 or 3, or whatever you want to call it. A bit of a poor line through here. Just the Williams not getting the grip that we want. Not ideal. I think we're pushing a little bit. Not a good line through there as well. Gap is down to 4.2 though. But at this point, I think Ocon's going to jump us in the standings, unfortunately. And we don't know where Bottas is. Well, Bottas could lead the championship as well. Completely forgot about Valtteri Bottas. So I've got to think about that as well. Yep, I have to agree, this track is not the greatest of tracks. So I'm not a fan of Russia in real life. In terms of the racing, it's crap, but the layout and I mean, where it's located is beautiful, I've got to say. On the Olympic Park in Sochi, obviously hosted the Winter Olympics in, I think it was 2014, I think it was. I could be wrong. Someone can clarify that to me in the chat. I think it was 2014 it hosted the Olympics. So we'll have to wait and see. We lost a second on that lap. Wow. Okay, gap's 4 seconds now to Sergio Perez. So we are gaining. Safety car lap 19. There's no safety car, unfortunately, in the series, due to obviously with me having the powers of disqualifying the Manners. Unfortunately, they do like to bring up the safety car or the VSC currently, but Carlito, the guy who created the performance mod and found a way to disqualify the Manners, is trying to figure out a way to stop the safety car coming out for the Manners when they get disqualified. So we've got to keep an eye, or hopefully I'm praying that he gets a fix for that, so we can bring the safety car out, and it just brings more strategies to the players. We just lock up a little bit First time I've rocked him in a few laps, so at least we're getting the braking sorted, but still a long way to go. It's actually now halfway into this Grand Prix already, so 2014, I was correct, so that's great. At least I'm correct on the 2014 thing. So what's the gap then? 4.1 to Perez. So we are matching him. Hamilton's crossed the line already. As Verstappen sets the fastest lap, he's into the 1:39s. So good time there from young Max. But also as well, guys, if you are interested if you join us on Discord, we'll be getting you guys involved in Cards Against Humanity, the F1 Community Edition. You guys can come along, have a bit of fun if you want, and if you want to join us for that, the mods will post the Discord link in the chat, and all you got to do is just introduce yourself in the Introduce Yourself text thread, and then you'll be allocated a role. You guys will have access to everything on the server as well, so you can promote your YouTube channel, like with your videos that you recently posted, for example, and you guys can get involved with other stuff as well. So if you want to join, then make sure you hit that link that the mods are posting right now, and come and join us. And you can talk to me as well, because I'm always on 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours. I'm on I'm on every day for most of the time. So if you guys want to chat to me, then you're more than happy to. And it's a great way to get you guys involved. So it's one thing I love doing, is getting you guys talking to you. So anyway, how are we doing? Lap 15. We have pulled away from Ocon, which is great. Gap's under 4 seconds again, which is ideal. Hamilton still leading, but I am expecting at some point Hamilton to blow up in this race, so we'll have to wait and see if Hamilton does blow up. But we haven't blown up yet, which is great, or like technically bottled it. We had a hardware issue, which you can count as a hardware bottle, but in terms of driving, we haven't. What's my worst track on the calendar on this game? There's a few actually. There's Mexico. These are all tied actually. In terms of performance, it has to be this track, Russia. Mexico is another one. And what else is there? And Hungary. Those are my 3 worst tracks to drive on this game. I'm just so crap, I can't drive them. So it's Hungary. These are all tied really with worst tracks of all time for me driving. It's Hungary, this track, Russia, and Mexico. So just thought I want to clear that up in the chat if anyone's interested in knowing my some facts about me, about F1. My favourite tracks, if anyone's interested, is Silverstone by a country mile. It's a beautiful track to drive. One of my favourites to do on F1, of course. Take that line a bit too tight there, I've got to be honest. But to be fair, once Hamilton pops up there, we're actually matching him. It's in the same place again when he crosses the line. So we are matching Hamilton's pace, which is interesting. But I don't think we're going to get the win of this Grand Prix, unfortunately. But as long as we're in the top 10, we'll take it and get some points on the board. For a track that I'm not strong at, I will take it very nicely. So 3.7 seconds we've got to catch up to Sergio Perez. So we've got to use Rich Mix to try and catch up to him. And I think Stroll is fighting with someone ahead. It could be Sebastian Vettel actually. So we'll have to wait and see. But no sign of Hamilton retiring yet. Just come an all popular thing on the series right now. We're getting there, slowly but surely. As we took 3 attempts out of Sergio Perez in the first sector, so that's quite encouraging start to the lap. And I've just turned off my volume there, which is not ideal. So we've run wide again. Not ideal. We'll lose time. Back end slid out again. We've got yellow flags out. I don't know what's going on behind. But we had this glitch with the yellow flags, so I don't know what's going on. Luckily we've got no one around us actually, so it's not too bad if we did get a warning or let person through. Happening again, so it's really distracting me, the yellow flags, a little bit, which is not ideal whatsoever. GB, thank you for subscribing as well. Welcome to the channel. So what's the lap then? A 41.9. Jesus. I am a retired league racer, to be fair. Robbie with his Lewis Hamilton quotes. I think the car doesn't look great, guys. Maybe it's his brake pressures, maybe. You know, like in Russia this year. Maybe that's the reason why he's, you know, he could be experiencing that in this Grand Prix. It would be funny if it came up on the thing, like Jeff saying Hamilton's got brake failure. Now that would be funny, I'm not going to lie. That would be hilarious. Ocon's been overtaken by Van Dorn. Okay, that's interesting. On a straight. Yes, Darth, it's shocking, isn't it? The power of dreams. Let's get that hashtag going, guys, in the chat. Hashtag power of dreams. Van Dorn has a glimmer of hope for McLaren in this series. Why isn't McLaren even racing? That's a good point, actually. That's a very, very good point. Only 24 seconds off the lead. I've got to say that's not too bad. Against him, oh, that was a poor line through there. Ryan, what are you doing? Little more. What are you doing? That's not a great line. Powered by nothing. Exactly. Let's just hope they actually have a good car for Spain, but I doubt it. It is a mainly power-related track. So what's the gap? 3.8. We're slowly crawling to Sergio Perez. But as I said, as in real life, it's a boring race, this one for me. I'm absolutely not liking this track one little bit. But my aim was points, so I am happy to get at least 2 points on the board. As long as Bottas and Stroll are down the pecking order. I know Stroll's only in P7, so I think Stroll will be tied on points with me if it stays as it is right now. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. We are bottling it, sort of. I'm not bottling it really. I mean, I will take 2 points. I will definitely take 2 points in this race. On one of my weakest tracks on the calendar, I'll be glad to get this one out of the way for the time being. Doggo, welcome to the stream. Doggo the Racing Dog, that's quite a ingenious name, I've got to say. As the gap's still 24 seconds, so we are matching Hamilton still. What if someone does 2 stops up ahead? That would be so funny if one of these guys do a 2-stop. I will laugh my head off if that happens. What's the gap there? 3.3, lads, we're catching. Yeah, I have to take 2 points. If it stays as it is, I think Stroll will be tied on points with us, I think. If we finish lower, Stroll will be ahead of us in standings. And I think Bottas, who's tied on points at the minute with our teammate, will lead the championship after this race if it stays as it is, because I think he's ahead of everyone. But I think we will still lead the Constructors' Championship, which is the most important factor right now. We've got 8 laps to go then. As we are closing in on a Pink Force India, lads. I can see a Pink Force India in the distance right now. Let's use some rich mix. And McLaren is still being Sauber even with a slow car and an unreliable car this year. They can have their own little race next year, with them both having Honda power units. You got to think as well, Sauber are running 2016 spec Ferrari engines, and everyone else is using the 2017 one. No, there's not going to be a race afterwards, unfortunately, only because I do need to respect people, subscribers who are from like different countries. So I do one of these rounds a day. So, well, not a day, but well, it could be tomorrow. You know, if you guys hit that if you smash the target of likes. So here we go then. 7 more laps to go until I can say, thank God, Russia, get out of my sight. I'm not a fan. I'm really not. Actually, no. Hold on. Sure, my maths could be wrong here. I think Stroll will be overtaking us anyway, so I think we've got to be ahead. I think that is correct. I think I'm wrong here. I don't know. I really don't know. I think my maths is wrong. Unless we get past Perez here. Then we'll be tied on points, I think. Yep. Yep, 2016 spec engines. Lost a little bit of time to Hamilton, unfortunately, but he is still going in this Grand Prix. But Hamilton's actually doing us a favour in real hindsight, because it's 25 points for a win, so Bottas, wherever he is in the field, will not gain as much in terms of the lead of the championship if he is ahead of us, unless he's somewhere behind us and he's closing the gap. But I'm not too sure where he is, but we've got the gap to 2 seconds. I think my maths is wrong. Yep. Yep. I get it all the time, Moogles. Or they don't understand that I'm playing on Ultimate AI and I'm trying my hardest in a Williams, which would not win against a Mercedes unless a Mercedes blows up in this race. So, as I said, not really done many overtakes in this race, so we're actually doing realistic here. So, but it's like the real life Russian Grand Prix for us. One overtake in the entire race was against Esteban Ocon, so hopefully we can catch up here to Perez and make another overtake and do one more than it was in real life. So yeah, we're catching up Reese, we're catching him up slowly. Just a little bit of a short shift. There we go. But just to clear up for anyone who is part of the Discord in the stream, I will be taking a 15-minute break after the stream before we kick off our game night, which is Cards Against Humanity tonight. So just thought I'd clear that one up in the stream. So if you want to take part in it, then the mods will post the Discord in the chat. And all you got to do is just sign up, and then you can come to talk to me. So, because I'll be on till about 11 o'clock tonight, so I'll be on for a couple of hours. But let's see if we can catch up here. We've got 5 laps to catch up to Sergio Perez. Can we do it, or will we have to settle for P9 here? The gap 2.3, but you can see we're 10 seconds ahead of Van Dorn now. So at least we don't have to worry about behind. So we are guaranteed, if we don't bottle it, P9 in this race. We are going to get points, which I will take, which is quite good considering this is one of my worst tracks. So we'll see how we get on here, but we're closing him in very, very, very slowly, but I'm just giving it everything I've got right now. Just trying every trick in the book. Not try there. We may have to take a bit of a gamble with fuel here and just burn a little bit on this opening lap coming up, and then just save a little bit. That's the gap then, 2.3 still. Who's going to win at Spain? Not too sure. It's an open lottery ticket this week. Obviously Red Bull are bringing their B-spec car, so we don't know what the advantage they're going to have with that. It's going to be Mercedes or Ferrari, I think, for the win again, realistically. Will McLaren finish with 2 cars at the end, or will it just be 1, or never? I'll have to wait and see with that. Gap's 2.4. Just doing everything now. Short shifting to help me save fuel. Just trying everything now. Pushing, pushing, pushing like mad right now. 2.4 still is the gap. Just trying everything. Back end sliding out a little bit. Bit of a tanky. Now the gap's 2 seconds exactly right now. Ben, thank you for subscribing. Very much appreciated. So we've got 3 laps to go in this Grand Prix at Russia. Massive tanky again. We've got 3 laps to go. Could this be a position for us, or do we have to settle for 9th? I'm trying. We're just on par with fuel as well. We've done well to save fuel. When we ran Rich for like what, a full lap nearly, a full circuit length. Pump it up to Rich again. Yes, we're back in yellow. Gap's now in the 1 point area now. We're getting close. Just see that pink Force India now. Come on, Ryan. See that pink Force India now, more clear. Let's push, push, push. Oh, it's back up to 2.1. We've got 2 laps to go. Felipe, thank you for subscribing as well. Much appreciated. Come on. Nah, went wide at turn 1. Not ideal. Not ideal there. A little bottle. We did a Nico Rosberg at turn 1 or turn 2 in 2014. just went off the track at turn 1. I don't even know what corner that is. Is it turn 1 or turn 2? I just do not know. That's the gap, 2.5. Yeah, we've bottled it, lads. I think we've got to settle for P9 in this race. Hello. Raikkonen, lads, is out of the Grand Prix. We're going to gain a position. And that's another retirement for Raikkonen. Second straight DNF of the season for Raikkonen. So we are going to get at least a point. We're going to get 8th place now. And there he goes. Raikkonen out of this Grand Prix. So we're going to move up for some points. So I think 4 points now, which is not too bad. But obviously it helps out the likes of Bottas and Stroll a little bit. So that's a shame. The big shock though, Lewis Hamilton is actually going to finish a Grand Prix. He's got one more lap to go. The scenes if he retires on the last lap will be hysterical in the chat right now. But here we go then. One more lap to go. Is Hamilton going to finish a race and actually win a Grand Prix? Or is he going to bottle it? That's the question on everyone's mind right now in that chat. We just may have to settle for P8, I'm afraid, but I did say at the start of the stream I'll take a top 10 finish in the points, with this being the weakest, one of my weakest tracks of the season. So we'll save a little bit of fuel. Now we'll go up to standard for the rest of the stint. We'll have a look at tyres in a minute as well, because I want to see what the tyre wear is around here. Look at that, 30%. 30%. Well, 39 on the rears, but that's ridiculous. Like, in a good way, the tyre wear is just one-stop territory. Hudson, thank you for subscribing. Don't curse him, Ryan. Well, you know, it would be funny to see Hamilton retire 4 times in a row. It would be so funny to see. I think a lot of you would like to see that happen. As he actually has won the Grand Prix, lads. So Hamilton wins here in Russia. His first finish of the season, and it's his first win of the season as well. So props to Hamilton, really. He's managed to get his car to the end of the Grand Prix. No idea who's going to be second or third, but we're about to find out in a moment, as we're going to come through the final few corners now, and I will take P8. We've got some points, which is what I wanted. I was thinking we'll be outside the top 10 here today, but we're going to come into the final corner. We will lose the lead of the championship, I think, but we're not going to be far off. But P8, we'll take it. So we'll take that as well. Giacomo, thank you for subscribing as well. Do appreciate it. But Toto Wolff will be very, very happy. As Sebastian Vettel apparently went for ping pong. Apparently, but there is Lewis. His first finish of the season, his first win as well. So his win ratio is what, 33%? And then 66% is tyre. Well, what is it? I can't remember. I don't know. But Bottas, there he is, P4. Good job for Valtteri today. He does very well. Is in there. But we're about to find out who is on the podium. Max Verstappen, and it's the 2 Red Bulls, which isn't really great for me in terms of the Constructors' Championship, as Red Bull will close the gap down, unfortunately. But Hamilton picks up that winner's trophy and gets it nicely done there. And the champagne will fly once again here on the podium, and we will turn our attentions now to Spain in Catalonia. So 25% race finish for Hamilton. That is very true, Hypno. So here is the classified results then of the Grand Prix, as Lewis Hamilton wins by 5.5 seconds from Ricciardo, with Verstappen in P3. Then it's Bottas in P4. Then Vettel, Mr. Ping Pong, in P5. Then it's our teammate in P6. Then Perez in 7th. Then me in 8th. Van Dorn gets home in 9th. And Alonso as well for 10th. So McLaren get another double points finish of the season, with Magnussen in 11th and Sainz completing the first half of the field. The rest of the field, guys, if you want to find out your favourite driver, is on your screen right now. And the retirees were the French baguette Grosjean and Kimi Raikkonen on the penultimate lap there of the Grand Prix. But what does this mean for the championship, if you may be wondering right now? It is that we still lead the championship, surprisingly, but we're tied on points with Valtteri Bottas right now, as it's actually closed the top 5, covered by 5 points with Verstappen in P4. Vettel stays in P5, then Ricciardo and Hamilton. Hamilton coming out of nowhere, moves up from last to 7th place. He's on the charge right there. Who else has got? So Perez has moved up as well to 10th. And then look at these reds. Look at these reds there, guys. Look at them. That's all because of Lewis Hamilton moving up the field there. In the Constructors, we still lead by 23 points from Red Bull. And Mercedes there on 82 points, 28 points back. Now, you guys have absolutely, again, for the 4th time in a row, smashed the like target on the video, which is absolutely insane. 146 likes, apparently. And Dragon Slayer, thank you for subscribing as well. That means if I can find time tomorrow, which I will try my very hardest to, then I will stream Spain tomorrow. If I don't have time, I will have my second video that I've got prepared to launch tomorrow. I will let you know, guys, as soon as possible tomorrow on Discord and on Twitter if I can find some time tomorrow. It will be very pushy, but I will do it for you guys if I can. If not, then Saturday will be the double header of Spain and Monaco if I have time. But I'm praying that I can, so I will try my best. But make sure to slap a like on this video, guys, and subscribe as well if you want more content of the Massa, Let's Make Massa World Champion. So we'll wait and see if I have time tomorrow, as I can't believe we smashed it. So make sure as well to subscribe if you haven't already, guys, for more of the Let's Make Massa career mode by hitting that notification as well, so you don't miss out on any of the stream, guys. And also like the video as well. Apparently we're at 150 likes, which is ridiculous. So we'll be on Discord right now, guys. In about 15 minutes we'll do Cards Against Humanity on F1. So if you want to take part in that, guys, then check out the Discord, which the mods will post in the chat right now. But until next time, guys, hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the next round in Spain. If I can't, then it'll be a video on the channel. And in terms of streaming, I will be back for hopefully either tomorrow. If not, it will be on Saturday for Spain and Monaco. But if I have time, then I will do it tomorrow for Spain. So keep your eyes out on Twitter by following me on Twitter in the description. It's on your screen anyway. Or go on Discord and you'll get exclusive of when I find out. But until next time, guys, I'll see you very soon for a brand new video. Until then, have a great night, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Until then, it's goodbye for me, guys. Have a great night. Take care. See you there.